Hello, my name is Lord Bogbroth. It's my first try to Let's Play, and today I'll be starting a game of Cave Story. Very well-known game. It's been remade a couple times. I'll be playing the original version, just because, well, I'm too poor to buy the full one, and I think the old pixelated style gives it a bit of charm. Okay, so let's start a new game, and let's get into it. Scientist looking dude here on a computer. Stuck in a room with some sort of odd looking thing. For a girl named Sue. Well, somewhere, and here we are. Main character, little guy, can't remember his name, he's a little robot. Go over things, that's a save point. Or refill point. That's pretty useful throughout the game. Top left corner you can see we have a little level indicator. That will become important once we get our first weapon, and also our health indicator. That is pretty low at the moment, 3. It's very small, but don't worry, that'll get fixed up soon. We've got spikes and bats here. I'm gonna watch out for the spikes, they'll pretty much kill you instantly at the moment. The bats, you'll take a bit of damage, but they're not too bad. And pretty easy stuff here. We'll get our first life capsule, take us up to 6 health, which is pretty good. And let's keep going. Oh, got hit there, see? That was stupid of me. But anyway, let's continue on. You can see we also have a little air indicator when we go underwater. That'll not really be a problem for most. You don't spend too much time underwater in any of this game really, but you want to be careful for it in places with water. Needless to say, I have played this game before, just that you know. So I do pretty much know everything to do in this game already. We've got sleeping guy sitting there. In this little chest here we find the Polar Star. Our first gun, and the one we'll probably be using for most of the game. Back to scientist guy. And he's looking on the net for Sue. We'll meet her eventually, and should be by the end of this first episode. Well, here we are, the first gun. As you can see at the top left there, the level counter has gone from 0 to 1, which is the indicator of how leveled up our weapon is. I know we're only level 1 and it's pretty weak, with short range, and doesn't look very powerful, does it? But that'll change soon enough. Little yellow thing is experience for your weapon. You pick them up and it goes up. When you get hit, you also lose a bit of experience as well as some health, so you do want to be careful. We're probably not going to level up until after we get through this little cave area. Might level up for them, so you can see what happens when you do level up. Just take out all these bats. Get back over here. And for this first episode I'm planning on just running us through to the first dungeon, getting some start off on stuff, just so that we can finish it off at somewhere a bit more interesting than a cave. And here we go, level up. As you can see we got a bit more range, and we can shoot for 2 instead of 1, which is pretty good. Back to the guy looking for Sue. He's find out he's stuck in here, I assume, since he's looking for food. Anyway, we got 2 little guys here. One of them's trying to protect Sue, so you know she's connected to the other guy, I assume. And someone called the doctor who's taking people away, so he doesn't sound like too good a guy. And we interrupt him. And she runs off. Go talk to this guy. He introduces us as King, he's the leader of these little guys. About Sue and stuff. Anyway, we'll over here to another save point. I don't need that at the moment actually, so I'll just continue on. We got a house there, which I believe is empty, so I'm just gonna ignore that. We're gonna go up here to the top here. You don't want to miss this, because up this way there is, through here, a nice little place where there's a health pot at the end. You can see we got another little guy up there. We'll go talk to him on the way out. He tells us something that may be a bit interesting to the story. Depends. Down in here, and we'll... Our life capture will be up to 9. And so you can see what I mean when back when we had only 3 health, but it wasn't that much. You can see we're already triple that. And we haven't even fought many enemies yet, so... Anyway, talk to this guy, he'll just tell you some stuff about the flowers. Pink flowers and red flowers apparently are not very good. They kill ya. Red flowers bad. Yep. Don't want to avoid any red flowers. Shouldn't be a problem though, so let's continue on. We're gonna go over here to the dam. A bit of a little, or the reservoir, whatever. Same thing. And jump up here. You can go through the water, but jumping's a bit quicker. You have to slow down if you're in the water. Talk to this guy. Tell us a bit more about Sue. Not really much more that we know. Just that she showed up. He also tells them that they're called mimickers, so that's a bit of interesting news. And the silver locket. Which doesn't seem that useful, does it? But, yeah, well, that's what we need to come here to get, so now we can continue on. And you can see what I mean by the air meter not being too important. I mean, we're out of here before it's even half down, so... Here's the person that's trying to protect Sue. Obviously scared of us for some reason, so we should probably follow her and find out why that is. And for the leader of this village, he is not very good at fighting back. I mean, sure, getting knocked down by a robot falling out of the sky, or me falling out of the sky, but get knocked down by that mimicker person. Bit embarrassing. Anyway, we'll go up and talk to him. He doesn't have much to say. He's just eating. More about Sue. A sky dragon. Tell us you saw him first. Sky dragon. Anyway, we want to go over there, but we can't really get through there. We'll just hit our head on the platform there, so we'll only go back up. Now, this isn't necessary, but it is a bit useful if you want to have an easy time in this game. You can just come down here, jump up here, and this chest here has a map in it. Now, on this version of the game, you just press Q, and you can open up the menu screen. You'll see all your weapons and your items you collected. You just go there and use the map. Pretty simple thing there that gives you a radar of all the places on the thing. Pretty simple. Anyway, let's go through here. Looks empty at the moment, but then she pops up. And we try and avoid her. Shoot her. And it turns out she thought we was the doctor. We'll learn a bit more about him. Apparently he's coming in, taking people away and killing them. Really bad guy by the looks of it. And she knows the pendant we found. Apparently Sue gave it to her. Okay, and in comes what can possibly be the first boss. It depends. You'll see in a bit. The Balrog. Not as fearsome as the one in Lord of the Rings, but hey. Who cares? He's still pretty big. And here's another little bad lady. Misery. And, she gets kidnapped in a bubble, mistaken for Sue by them. Which is not a good thing. Okay, now here's the Balrog. I can either say no, and he'll just go on his merry way, or yes. We're gonna say yes, just to show people what it's like to fight him. He's pretty easy to beat. He can take a lot of damage. Just tap away as fast as you can, and bada bing, bada boom, he's gone. That is that. It's pretty easy. We get a bit of experience for it, which is nice. Not really necessary though, we'll get plenty of it later on. Anyway, now that we've done that, we want to head back up to that empty house before. Because there was a way up there that had a guy in front of it that we couldn't really get past. There, that house is still pretty much empty. That's where King will be. You know, the old purple shirt guy. And here's this guy guarding it. And he runs off as soon as we tell him Turco's been kidnapped. Mistaken for Sue, so... It's a shame we have to wait for him to walk, but hey. I'm not the one that made the game, so... Not my place to criticize, really. Let's kill these mushroom dudes. Unfortunately, they don't drop anything, otherwise this would be under his place. They can damage you though. That guy drops a bit, so that's pretty good. We've got a door up there that we can't really get to until later on, which we will get to it though, so don't worry. Clear this out. And up near the grave we find... key to Arthur's house. Which, if you noticed, there was a place down the bottom left of this place that we haven't gone into yet. That is Arthur's house. That's where we will be going right now if we have the key. And I'll just heal up while I'm here. As you can see here, pretty empty place, just a couple beds, save point, health pot. Computer here we'll use, which will show us the end of the message. That guy, scientist guy, was writing before in his little room that we saw. And will permit teleportation to the egg corridor. You can also see down the bottom right there some red flower remains, so that's a bit foreboding considering what we've heard about them. Anyway, let's find our way to the egg corridor. The first dungeon in this game, and where will we be spending our place. You see we have a blue guy up there. We can go talk to him and he'll just tell us that this little guy down the bottom here will kill you in one shot if you run into him, so you want to be really careful. We're gonna go down here. Oh, nope, that was stupid of me. Okie dokie. I'm gonna retry, and I will I will cut this and start again when I get back to that place. Okay, and we're back, folks. Sorry about dying back there. That was a bit stupid of me. Anyway, as I was saying, this guy will kill you in one hit, so you want to make sure he's back away, and you can get in through here to get this little life capsule. It'll really help out what you're doing. And so we'll go through here. As you can see, I'm running as much health as I had before, only 9 instead of the 12 it should be with that extra life capsule, but we'll be working on that soon enough. I just had to skip a bit so that I didn't waste too much time getting back to where we were recording. But, you know, I'll go and do that off screen, so it shouldn't really matter much. We have the way over here. It's pretty simple. You just got these big elephant guys who take a bit of damage, but they're pretty easy to shoot from up there, and here, this is a great place to just get a ton of experience for your weapon. You see we've already gotten level 3 and then max out the next bar so that we have plenty of spare experience for our weapon. Level 3 Polar Star, also very powerful, quite a bit of damage. We see here another Mimiga taking on this monster. You may have noticed all these big eggs down the bottom here. They're going to come into the story a bit later, but for now, we're just going to ignore them. You may do want to look out for some of them, because if you see a... Well, I'll show you when we get there, but if you see a break in the bottom, a couple of them you can actually go inside and there'll be good loot. We have Cthulhu's Abode, I'll save, just in case. Don't want to have to repeat myself twice. Anyway, apparently the soldier from the surface, so we're either, I'm assuming we're inside a cave or something somewhere, since he says on the surface, but could also be any number of places. Could be a floating island that we're inside, who knows? Well, I know, because I've played this before, so, yeah. But, you know, we'll find out soon enough. It's not really a big issue. And we get more health, so that's good. That one gave us 4 instead of 3, so, yeah. A bit higher. Just, don't have to shoot these guys, but I do. The alley almost got hit by that. That would mean... Well, not that bad since we just saved, but... Yeah, it would have been annoying. Get killed by the same thing twice. And here I am, having played this game before. Anyway, so here's what I was talking about. You get one of the eggs that's opened up. In here we'll find the ID card, which is something we'll need a bit later on. But for now, let's just go out. And we'll pop along here. And get through before he realizes we've gone through here. Pretty easy, and we got another little door here. Bigger bug, again, but he just shoots at you. He's not much of a threat. You can kill him pretty quickly. Go through here. And we see something about number 0. We'll check one of these terminals. Apparently these those sky dragons we heard about, these are terminals. They're for them. We see egg number 6 is red, which if you remember that's the egg we went into. And also, egg number 1 is, so that's a bit of a clue as to where we're going to go. Along the way, we're going to see egg number 1, see what's wrong with it. And as for the top floor, we want to go and check up there to see if we can lower the shields, like that note said over there, next to the computer. We also see a few rose petal remains there. A new weapon, the missile launcher. It has limited ammo, unlike most weapons in this game, but it's also pretty powerful. 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to find number 0 anywhere here, so I'm just going to continue on. Don't bother saving, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. I mean, now that I've learnt my lesson, should be fine. We'll kill him. We can switch weapons and get the experience for our missile launcher so that it's a bit more powerful. I mean, experience does go on a per weapon basis, so you have to level up each one, and if you want, you can switch out weapons so that you don't lose experience when you get hit for each of your weapons. It's still level 3, as you can see there. Our experience went down a bit, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Number 2, you can see there that number 2 also has a little break in the bottom, but since the console in that little room didn't say anything about it, we're not going to go down there because there mustn't be anything wrong with it. And I don't want to waste your time. And here we are, number 1. The one we want. So we're going to wait for him to go that way first so that we can run away from him and towards 1 at the same time. Just to make sure we don't get run over, and we'll find missile ammo, which is pretty much useless to that full. And a panel that opens the ID card and lowers the shield, which is useful. Just run out here, little short run here, kill him, grab the experience. Don't really need it, we're level 3, so that should be a problem. And then go past the little angry face lasers here. On to the second, or first boss, depending on your answer to the Balrog's question back then. Just launch our missiles and we can do a lot of damage here. Until we're empty. Basically just hit as fast as you can, and he's pretty easy. Not too much complicated about him. We beat him, and he turns into a Mimiga, which is interesting. That big old monster into a little tiny person. Here we find this Mimiga in here, the panel, Sky Dragon Egg number 0. Needs a password apparently. You can say yes or no, it doesn't really make much difference. Say yes, she gets all upset that she doesn't, and says that she doesn't need saving or anything, and anyway, so she's excited about the egg. Apparently the egg is in normal condition, so looks like we might be able to get a Sky Dragon, which sounds like fun. But again, we need the password, as we found out. And apparently we're leaving. And she offers to let us tag along with her if we can help her out and such. And since we really don't know what else we're going to do that next episode though. So I'm going to save here and continue down the egg corridor next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.